I never had a desire to go into the
You piece of shit.
Yes. Hey, mommy, could you make me a cup of coffee? How old's him? Yes, I was sucking a guy off on the airplane. Come on my face. Bam! Bam! Tookie World Order. Ooh. Shut up, DJ. I know. I want to thank my new best friend, Kevin Brennan. I'm the GOAT! It's hard to put one over on me. Because I'm going to show you don't see him. Maybe it was a faulty Google Chrome. I just got a new Google Chrome. Call me a snowflake. I am.
What do you know, you funup?
Fruits, vegetables, and potatoes. The stench of failure. By the stench of me. It's very difficult to be this stupid. Thank you.
Bassett, is it true you made sweet love to Anne-Marie, but we all know the answer to that?
I love you, Mom.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Hello? Nice breath. Come on. Every time you talk, it's like you're goggling your own cum. Joseph. Unbearable. Wait. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on. I swallow cum. Oh. Let's watch the dues pay you.
Point DabblePoint. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Point DabblePoint. That's right. We wrap up the week in Stuttering John Melendez. Joining me, you know him. He's been doxxed. You love him. The one and only. All right. All right. Well, John said your name. I thought I could. Mike, Blind Mike, ladies and gentlemen, joining us. Mike Garrett, good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Blind Mike. Who knows what Mike is short for? It could be any name. It doesn't matter. Don't worry. Don't look at my Instagram. It's not there. Don't look for my last name anywhere.
I like that. For a while, John was convinced your last name was Hunt, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I like that he said he called you Michael at one point, like he was about to turn the car around and go right back home.
Blind Mike, or should I say Michael? real, and everyone gasped. My God.
As well as, you know, the legend, the living legend, the round mound of rebound. He is Cardiff Electric, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
Patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. Gentlemen,
Wait, you
a
forgot
lot.
something.
What happened? It didn't come out good. Was it? Yeah. Was it applause?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. That sounded fine. That actually worked perfectly. But listen, it's a sad, sad week in Stuttering John. He has quit, even though he was live today, or he might even still be live, but still live. He's quit, though. Yesterday was a very different John, and I quote, "This place is just too toxic." That is an actual quote from Stuttering John Melendez. Mike, shocked by this revelation from John?
I don't think he's going anywhere. It's nice. It's almost nice when you hear him say, like, he thinks everyone needs him. I get it. But like, when I hear him say he's quitting, I'm kind of like, good for you, buddy. Get away from all of this. That's good. Find something else to do. Find a hobby. Spend time with your kids. Do something else. It's not good for you. But he doesn't mean it. He's just doing it for attention. If he was really going away, he would do like he did last time and just ghost everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. Cardiff, what are your thoughts?
I think, well, again, he said some things today that have maybe changed my mind. He's now saying, you know, a week ago, the reason he's still in New York is because he wants to spend time with Mama.
Sure.
But now he's staying in New York because he's got so many legal things to take care of. So this is the reason why I'm never going back to that. This is the reason why my mom's not giving me the keys back to her house in Florida. I guess
Right.
is what's happening. But I don't think the rumors are out there. He might be going to rehab. The talk with his family yesterday was, John, you really, you need to get some help. Those are the rumors. These are the rumors.
Right.
But maybe, like I said, if he goes away, it's probably for about 21 days. I think that's how long he goes away for.
Interesting.
Or 28 days. Is it 28 days? I don't know.
What are you trying to see? Which one of us has been in rehab? Well, I'm not
Yes.
falling for that. I'm not falling for that, dude. Nice try. Yeah, isn't that the Sandra Bullock movie? 20, or is that the zombie
28
movie?
days later, yeah. The zombie Sandra Bullock movie, exactly.
Well, I mean, look, he's back again today. I do agree with Mike that this is, a cry for attention in a lot of ways, because he keeps saying that our business logic is flawed because we're saying go. If you want to go. It's fine. It's we're not begging you to stay. And he's going, can you imagine running a business where if I leave, it's all gonna. Don't worry about us. Worry about you. If we're so dumb to think that's going to work and it's going to fail, all the more reason you should leave immediately. Let it fail immediately.
How about the business model? Like, if, let's say, I started a YouTube show.
Right.
For example, I started a YouTube show, and the only way people would watch my YouTube show is if there were 6 or 7 other shows trashing my YouTube show. I mean, that's John's business model. So, again, who needs who more, John? Nobody was watching your show before we all started.
And all the people, and all the people watching the 6 other shows are watching his show, but they're giving all their money to all the other shows, which is got to be even more infuriating.
And I do want to say, I think the rehab theory is a little ridiculous, because if you heard his show yesterday, you would know that he didn't crack his first beer till 3:37, which that makes him not an alcoholic.
And I bet you if you asked him today, if somebody super chats him today, hey, John, what time did you have your first beer yesterday? He's going to remember 3:37. Like, that's etched into his soul.
He was shaking.
Yes.
Well, talk about something etched into your soul. Our good friend Mule over on Twitter, a fun follow, posted this clip from today's show, and I want to show you guys this real quick. This is John, who might have an issue shaving, or the sores on his hands are now on his face. Here we go.
We're not going to be disrespected.
Hell no.
By people who I thought were my friends.
Yes.
And considering your occupation, I thought I could trust you. Wow. Let me read some super chats. We're really backed up. What's going on down there? But now let's start today.
Here we go.
Leo, why didn't you just respond to me?
Here it comes. Look at that.
Whoa.
Wow. Cardiff, describe to Mike what we're seeing right now.
It looks like a 7-year-old fell off his skateboard and scraped his knee, except it's probably on his jugular.
Oh no!
So, we were so close. We were so close to the yesterday actually being John's last show.
Jesus Christ!
Missed it by that much. Wow, that's bad though.
What the fuck is that?
Thank you, Mule. I was wondering the same thing.
Did he ever mention it? Someone must have brought it up in the chat.
I mean, it's got to be shaving, right? But it does kind of resemble a little bit. It's got to be shaving, though.
What is that?
And he's got a little something on his under his lip too. Looks like he got a little cut there, a little nick. So
I told you, stop giving me the used Lady Bix. I want a fresh one.
Here's my theory on why he's cutting himself, shaving. A, to feel. B, because I feel like he's losing so many, it's like Nam over there in the Stuttering John Army. They're dropping like flies. Today, Leo Gunn out of the picture, at least. I mean, John was saying some horrific stuff about this man who was his dear friend just a few days ago, was about to get an invite to join him for dinner today. So maybe he's running out of, who was the guy that had taught him to shave? Was that Dabbling Dan or?
I think it was Blind Mike.
Blind Mike. But one of those guys had to stay on the phone with it, told him what to order, had to teach him how to clean it, how to use it. So maybe that explains the cut. Maybe he lost his shaving guy. But thoughts on the Leo Gunn turn today?
That was the most devastating thing to me. That felt like when I was a kid and I learned that like Shaq and Kobe didn't like each other at the time. I was like, they're on the same team. They're so identified with one another. How can that be? Like, it was devastating to me when he finally turned on Leo Gunn. And when I came in here, the last thing I heard him say was, Leo Gunn, I'll give you one last chance to call me as a man. And I just think, like, imagine if I was getting into like an impassioned argument like that with one of my like a guy that just tosses money at me.
Yeah.
I'm having like a breakup speech with him.
So well, wait, was that before Leo Gunn actually called him and then he yelled and screamed, "It's too late, Leo Gunn"?
Oh, yeah. No, that was after. It was too late. And then at a certain point, it wasn't too late anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
I quit. I'm never doing this again. Welcome, everybody. We're live. 400 in the room. All real.
That's a new thing. Every 5 minutes announcing the number. As long as he's over a certain number, he announces every 5 minutes.
Well, I like when he announces numbers and he goes, "They're all real." You know how I know? Because my hands are right here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not ordering.
I like when he announces it and the number doesn't necessarily go up. He's like 917 in the room, and then like 20 minutes later, he'll be like 910 in the room. It's like, well, why are you tracking that progress?
I would like to make a request to announce the numbers when Rob Saul joins the show, because my God, they fall like prices. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, well, again, the Leo Gunn turn today happened. I don't know if you guys saw it, if you're aware of it, but I think they're going to try and work something out. I believe Leo's supposed to call him after the show.
I mean, he has to fill the FKA mommy seat.
Yes, FKA mommy out. So that leaves her with only 6 other shows to pledge her allegiance to. And hopefully she will land on her feet. Can somebody please super chat John to unblock me? We'll get right on that. Right on that. He's a bit of a stickler. Did you see John say he didn't swap wives now and we're lying? Oh, please.
Yes.
Yeah. That wasn't. Yeah, go ahead, Carter.
Froggy has the clip from my Twitter in private chat if he wants it. John's old mouth, not like, again, what I put out there wasn't anyone else's words or AI as Karl puts out there.
Yes,
like John's own show yesterday.
Can I advise you real quick? I played a clip from Twitter recently on my show, and I've been added to a federal investigation. So
Oh no!
just be careful. I want to warn you.
Oh no!
Breaking news! Breaking news! Stuttering John hangs out with Howard Stern. He bangs his wife while Howard bangs his wife in adjacent rooms. Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news!
I mean, it's pretty cut and dry.
He said it, not me.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden he's walking it back, huh? All-star lineup today. Love it. Thank you, Milk John's mom. APB out on John's Belmont date. Hop on. Listen, people fall in and out of love every day. It's not crazy. You see John's face today? Holy shit. We just looked at it, John's liver spots. Yeah, it's he's going through some shit. What up, shitheads? And the blind guy, says Rev Mike Levy, aka Fug. Hello. Paula, hey Shuli, we missed you earlier. Love you. Hope you had a great Fourth. Thank you, Paula. Sorry, my phone died in the middle of the night and I slept through everything. Bad news, Stuttering John said today's his last show. Wait a minute, is this super chat from yesterday? Because I thought yesterday was his last show.
So yesterday absolutely might be his last show, but today absolutely is.
Okay. Over under on when he returns. Well, if one of those theories that Cardiff threw out there is correct, we're looking at about 28 days, and he comes back the undead.
August
So
3rd, 4th.
That's a good theory. I say Monday is my over-under date.
I don't quit. Monday he's on there screaming, I don't quit nothing.
Yeah, like he got us.
Well, he said that today.
Oh, okay. Because yesterday
He
it was
said-
too toxic, and he's leaving. But
Yeah, he
Wow.
said quitters never win and winners never win.
wow,
you
and
go.
winners never win. Well, then who the hell's winning?
He didn't make that part clear.
All right, no Lady K. I guess the WATP B team will be good enough this week. Ouch.
That's fair.
Thank God for the $5. That eased the sting of that a little bit. YouTube won't let me send Braille super chats. YouTube is bigoted against Michaels. Thank you,
True.
Seamus.
Hey, it's Mike to you, pal.
My eardrums aren't bleeding. Where's Karl? Karl's on assignment today.
Just do it.
Why didn't Vince sue John for his entire net worth? Guillermo, handyman to the stars. It's a good question. I mean, he's not talking. It's crazy. It's the one lawsuit he's not talking about. All these other ones that don't exist, every day we hear about it.
I saw him get a couple super chats today where that were clearly about Vince. Like someone asked him 12, and he goes 12.5 minutes. What? I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Yeah,
So he's like completely avoiding it.
We've seen that bit for the Uber, for the substitute teaching, for the fucking all of it. He sits there and he goes, what? Huh? It's the worst. The excessive mucus got to come from somewhere. My mom's sloppy mud hole member for 8 months. Thank you. Where's the Hamburglar? I gracefully accepted this gifted membership, and I demand my Lady K on stream. Tookie World Order, Potato World Order, FSJ. Heart of Sight, Michael. Heart of Sight, Michael. Blind Mike, more like improperly framed Mike. Well, it cut the guy some slack, you know?
Someone did go to NYU Film School.
Yeah.
It's my trademark.
Would have never known, you asshole. If it wasn't already clear that Shuli learned how to run a show, watch today's BS show, Oofa. Uncle Poopy, I refuse to. I heard a lot of people enjoyed it.
It's a great show.
Yeah. Cardiff was there. He came to help out. I mean, come on. SJ bought 3,000 gift in one. Thank you very much, SJ.
I hate the effing ends and juice.
All right, easy, John.
Jesus.
He said it. Not
John's
me.
not all bad.
What? Somebody wants that second mic, huh? Somebody's fighting for compound. I used to think blind people had overdeveloped sense of sound as they weren't distracted by sight. Then I heard Mike sing on We Are the Dabblers.
I thought I did a damn fine job.
Did you guys watch the documentary, the We Are the World documentary on Netflix? It's really
No.
good. You should check it out.
I will not.
pretty cool.
Shuli,
What?
do you have your phone Bluetoothed in? I I heard a
Yes.
message notification.
Yeah, hold on. I'll mute it. Sorry, pal.
T-Mobile losers.
Keep on dinging and keep on dinging.
The cats are eating him again. All right, we'll tune in. We'll be watching that. Cardiff, 20 years ago, what would you think was more likely, winning Powerball or Stuttering John offering $1,000 reward to get your name for making jokes about him?
I think we all know the answer to that one.
I mean, both of those are astronomical odds. You understand that?
And I
Both
still might have
Yeah.
chose what happened. Over
Right.
if I had a choice of the two, I might have chosen Stuttering John putting a bounty out on my name. It's amazing.
That's a story you tell your kids, huh? Why are you trashing me? Thank you for 8 months, my friend. John shaves with a slap chop. Okay, that would explain a little bit. Letty Let. Good potato. Thank you. Letty Let's the man. Ray, 9 months of my fake gifted membership. These shows have helped me escape into the life of a drunk dummy Malkovich style. Thank you. You're very welcome, Ray. Thank you for the 9 months, my friend. Fog, why do blind guys always wear sunglasses? Deaf guys don't wear earmuffs. Asking for a friend.
You don't want to see my eyes, though. It'd be very distracting.
Yeah. And then he sucks your soul from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, wait. That's cats. Sorry. Wow. 13 months of this and I'm still married. My wife is not a fan. Well, tell her to get in line behind all of our wives. Mike G, thank you for the 13 months. Thank your wife. Jess, how dare you guys affect John's never going to happen run for Senate? Hashtag damages. Oh, was that one of his arguments that were affected? Oh, that's great.
Wait,
Stuttering
really?
John Melendez for state for Senate. Oh, doesn't that sound good? But it'll never happen now.
I mean,
That was like 9 years ago that he ran for Senate.
Yeah,
Well-
he was ramping up for a
yeah,
second
he's
run.
saying for a future run. Now we fucked that all up.
He was
Yeah,
laying the groundwork back then.
correct. Listen, John, you're in Florida now. You can still run. It's all good. You know.
Oh, this was weird. A guy, Minifan, listen to the Kirk Minahan show, super chatted John today. His name is Pat Ford.
Uh-huh.
And John out of nowhere goes, like, I know who the guy is. He's a basketball player.
Yeah.
And more of a practice squad guy, but regardless, he has nothing to do with the comedy club. And John out of nowhere goes, "Oh, this is the guy that canceled my gigs. Listen, Pat Ford, I'm sorry. We've come to an understanding. I've forgiven you." And it was the most bizarre. I was like, I know who this guy is. He has nothing to do with getting John's gigs canceled. What is he talking about?
It's great that you two are the only two who know the guy he's talking to, and one of you's correct, and the other one, the other one's so wrong. I love that. I noticed not only did Leo Gunn come under some heavy fire today, but Kevin Brennan, I would say for the first time, is feeling the full wrath of Melendez. That
I
so
want to
many
thank
of us.
my new best friend, Kevin Brennan.
Yeah, he's now. I mean, he's doxing his wife where she works. He's getting the full Monty from Johnny over there. Thoughts, Cardiff? I know you're a big fan.
Well, he was going off on the biggest work in the Dabbleverse because Brennan. I mean, sure, Brennan stinks, but
Right.
because he had Ray DeVito back on.
Yeah,
Now, let me take you back to a time where there was a love me hate me relationship with one Vince the lawyer.
correct.
$12.5 million at this point. That relationship stands, but it was every week. It was I love him, I hate him, I love him, I hate him. How many?
That wasn't. I love him. It was. He's my friend, and then it was. He's dead to me. Those were the two. Those are the two spectrum. You know, the spectrum. That's it. Nothing in between.
It's amazing that John never learns what people are, because Kevin Brennan, like, love him, despise him, whatever your thoughts are on the guy. Kevin Brennan is very clearly who he is. And
Right.
John goes on this roller coaster of like, I thought you were a good guy. You're a piece of shit. I thought you were my friend. You've never been my friend. I've got more credits than you. Kevin's really funny. Like, he's taken on this roller coaster every day, and he never learns who anyone is in this world.
I think John's like a male version of the women who marry dudes on death row. You know what I mean? like as long as
change him. Yeah.
I don't even think it's that. I just think this guy will really give a shit about me, right? Like he's, you know, And so they can't.
I'll be the biggest thing in his life. I'll be the most
Exactly.
important thing in his life. Yeah.
Exactly. And plus he sees Kevin as like a Howard, like a daddy figure. So that's why he's so attached. And really it took the longest amount of time with anybody for him to go full John on Brennan, in my opinion. You know? Because he'll get mad at like Zenhauser for making a joke, and then he'll go after producer Joe, you know, and it's like, so he just bombs everywhere. He doesn't give a shit except Brennan.
That's what's so vexing that John never quite grasps is
Yeah.
he always says, like, out of all of us, the only one close to him in credits is Kevin Brennan. That's the one guy that's close to his level. And what I would say to John is, John, you're this celebrity that none
Right.
of us can touch. Like, you have all these credits. In the last couple of weeks, you have outed Jeremy Piven for buying prostitutes. You've been in a war with Kate Meany's daughter, who you've now Kevin Meany's daughter, who you've now
Right.
reported to the FBI. You have all these shows coming after you, and you're in a lawsuit now, and not one entertainment outlet, like, you know, Barstool Sports, TMZ, or even much smaller outlets, like, no one's covering this. It's just us, and you're this big celebrity.
Yeah, and Cardiff's out there trying every goddamn day to get somebody to cover this idiot.
Right.
Nobody cares. It's crazy. It's like we're on the side of the road, our car's on fire, we're flagging everybody down, and everybody just keeps zooming on by. We're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Not buying the ethics complaint versus muttering J. Vince the lawyer lawsuit nonsense. These two will be streaming together soon. 2 dicks, 1 cup. I don't doubt it. You know, but both are like that. Very briskly sales member for 8 months. Thanks to Blind Mike, I've been able to get others into the Dabbleverse. Hate requesting drops, but can I get Skolin? Oh, I can't get Skolin out of my head. Let me get you that. That was one of my favorites too. Here it is.
Skolin.
Skolin. It was all somebody asked for a somber skull.
My friend Robert's having his colon removed today. Could I get a samba skull for my best friend Robert? Skull! Oh, samba.
No.
Skull.
No, it's like skull.
Skolin.
Skull.
Sayonara Skolin.
He's supposed
I don't get that.
Skull.
Hey, Stevie, what's up? Thanks, Cardiff. Welcome, Mike. FSJ TSN rocks. Thank you, Lyndon. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Captain Kickass, what about the keychain? Where are the keychains? He's having issues with the keychain. Do we have an update on the keychains? Do we know, Cardiff?
Last update I heard is he has to call the guy again. So I really should have had them by now. I mean, there was a whole story where the keychains were found, but the guy opened it and it was papers. You know, FedEx doesn't know how to deliver things.
This FedEx should really be out of business quick.
Yeah. This upstart delivery company, FedEx, is really trying to get their shit together.
Yeah. And it's like, as far as things being shipped, it's pretty small. You guys should pretty much have this locked down. It's a bag of keychains. It shouldn't be that difficult.
But that's where it's like, John, lighten up a little. Like, the FedEx delivery hasn't come and we goof on that. And all these people are lying about my FedEx. It's like, John, it's a funny thing. Who gives a shit, man? Have a laugh with us.
I was thinking about if the roles were reversed, if John lived in Brennan's building and Brennan showed up and talked to his doorman and took a video and then played it.
It's harassment.
John would have that doorman fired. John would do everything in his power to get that dude fired. You know he would, right?
Yeah.
You know it.
Yep.
There's a chance he is going to get that doorman fired. Like he got the security guard in AC fired for raising a thing. But again, I've said this ad nausea. Is that how John says it? Ad nausea?
Ad nausea, yeah.
He always talks about everybody. You're trashing his family. I'm trashing his family. Blind Mike is very clearly trashing his family. But that's all in private.
Right.
Certainly
You
not.
know, Karl, everybody's trashing his family. Everybody is attacking him. Attack. All any of us have ever done is do a YouTube show.
Yeah.
Possibly something on Spotify occasionally. That's all we've ever done is make jokes.
I'm available on all platforms, but continue.
You're great on all platforms, Blind Mike. He's the only one that's really crossed the line into the real world.
Correct.
He's the
Right.
only one that's darkened the door of anyone else in this Dabbleverse.
Cardiff, he's the only one out of all of us who started his show the other day with MMA gloves on, flexing to the camera.
I don't know
Uh,
what we're-
He licks his chops when he thinks he can dox someone. Like, whatever you want to say about, like, so I played the clip again that I found on Twitter after he talked about suing everyone
yeah,
to show that you can't just sue any shows that play this clip. It's on Twitter. You can just
Right.
do whatever you want. And immediately, so people start goofing with him and sending him information about my sister, Rachel.
okay.
And I'll just say, I really don't want that information out there, and I think it's definitely a road you shouldn't send John down because it
Right.
might make him look very silly.
Right.
But like I said nothing about John's family, and his instinct is to be like, yeah, I'm hearing the same things about Mike and his sister, and he's so eager to release information if he has any on my family that he thinks exist.
That's why I always love when he says, Cardiff, I have your name. And it's like, we all know if you had his name, it would be the first words out of your mouth as soon as you came on screen.
You don't think he would tweet out that I'm suing Michael Geary and Cardiff Electric?
Cardiff Electric, as he's known on the streets. But yeah, that's the only way he knows how to battle, to bust balls back. Because essentially that's all this is people busting a guy's balls who's not good at what he does every day. You're putting that on display. Nobody's secretly filming you when you're not ready or you're not, doing this. You hit go live and the wheels fall off and people are allowed to comment on that and make jokes. And that's it.
Yeah.
But
and my comment on the Kate Meany thing was, I actually think it was kind of shitty what Kate Meany did. I didn't like it. And
Right.
John still, I'm wrapped up in this lawsuit now. Even
Right.
though I was like, hey, that was wrong of Kate Meany to do.
yeah, well, listen, everybody's got to learn a lesson. Doesn't matter whether you think it's right or wrong. You still have a
so,
lesson to learn, Michael.
I got to say, I'm not a big fan of what Kate Meany did, but she couldn't have done it to a better person.
Right.
Listen, I didn't ask. I didn't set her up on this mission. I've never asked anybody to tape or get involved in his personal life. But she presented to me for a guy who's got pictures of my kids, talks about my wife every day. I'm like, you know what? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Let's go. Let's see what you got on here. So,
I will say I'm like impressed with how you and Karl have handled some of the. So, 'cause some of the stuff I hear him say about your wife and kids and Karl's wife, I'm like, I think I would go fucking ballistic. Like, he's a monster. Like, that's the real shitty stuff that he does.
I've been through that phase with it, and it's kind of what he wants, and in a way, it's the only way he knows it's getting to you, because all these attacks are all shit that would bother him. That's all shit that would set him off, So it's him just showing you his most vulnerable spots, right? And so, yeah, you get. I don't know. You kind of just see who the guy is sitting in front of you, and you know what he's about. And you see, we all have these people in our lives. My wife's not 400 pounds. My wife's gorgeous. She's way out of my league. You want to say she's a fat pig every day? Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Well, please, if I was married to a fat pig, I'd be doing the jokes with you. Believe me, I would. But it's fine. It's all he's got. So let him do it, At the end of the day, the guy's alone. He needs his mom to deliver him stuff. His interaction with his mom this week was just disgusting.
That was rough.
And today, I don't know if you saw, but he mentioned that I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm on the air. You think that stuff with my mom yesterday was real? It wasn't, you idiots.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like the sleeping episode.
Right.
Oh,
You're all
John, you
fools.
fooled us into thinking you're a bad guy.
Shitting? I wasn't actually shitting when I was yelling about shitting.
Right. John, I hate to break it to you. We know when you're full of shit. You don't have to let us in on it. We know when you're doing a bit because it's terrible. And that was real. And that's how you talk to her. And shame on you for it. If he wasn't embarrassed about it, like you should be, he would have never brought this up today.
Right.
No, I
That's
think he brought it up because he was embarrassed. I think
Yeah,
somebody.
no, that's
called
what-
him out. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
that-
exactly what you said.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he knows he looked like a fucking piece of shit. I'm sure people told him that, and so he's gotta,
Probably
sit there.
his mom.
I hope somebody's saying something in that goddamn house.
439 watching, by the way. 439 and 439. all real.
All real. Thank you, everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify, turn on accept gifted memberships. Hold on here. Let me see what we got. Mommy grounded me from her Wi-Fi for the weekend. The dunce of the Dabbleverse. Thank you for the $2. Kate needs to trickle leaked audio. Stuttering John will break. Listen, there's a few more things to be heard, and you'll probably hear them at DabbleCon, August 16th, 17th. Let's just say I wouldn't.
Tickets, Julie.
You can get them various places. CarlsonComedy.com, WATP live.com, and of course, BSShowLive.com. Any one of those. And you can sign up to Cardiff's Patreon, patreon.com, Cardiff Electric. Joni Goldstein becoming a member. Thank
Hi.
you, Joni.
My name is Joni Goldstein.
Go ahead. Hey, Cardiff, read a few chats. I got to let my cat out. He wants to get out of here.
Get that cat out of here.
Mike, you take this one. Beer Chucker, thanks for the 1.9. Cardiff is a cutie. Thank you, Beer Chucker. Why are you trashing me? Thanks for the $9.99. Why do drunken X Tonight Show announcers show up to people's houses uninvited? Difference is, the people Ed visited were the ones screaming like lunatics, and he showed up to give money, not beat downs. Yeah, why isn't John carrying a giant check when he shows up to these people's houses?
That's how much more I made than you in super chats.
That should be his next gig. He wants to go door to door so bad. I love that. I guess now he's saying that he never mentioned once any physical violence when coming to see me or anybody else. So he's making that clear now. So, but still, he goes, I just want to talk. And John, this might be, I'll let you down easy. I'm not looking to talk to you. We can talk like this. That's fine. I don't want you here at my house, on my street. There's nothing we need to converse about. You want to ask me questions? Ask me on your show. I'll answer them on my show. There you go. End the story.
It's funny. He wouldn't appear on the BYB podcast if you were on.
Right.
But he has no problem coming to your door.
Talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear today? He was talking about the thrill it gave him caving someone's head in. He was like, "Oh, it felt so good when I was punching Cabby in the head. Oh, maybe I'm into sadomasochism or whatever he said."
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, there you go. This is the guy who says everything's too toxic here.
Yeah.
With his gloves on. I'm looking forward to Court TV's nonstop coverage of Mbesi versus Melendez while enjoying some espresso martinis. Do you guys feel this is a legitimate lawsuit?
No.
Well, it's not a legitimate lawsuit, right? It's for $12 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, I get you. Right. That aside, I mean, this is Vince looking for attention, correct?
I think Vince is going to get everything he wants out of it.
Yeah.
Which-
and it seems like John's taking it seriously. He won't talk about it.
Right.
So already from that perspective, Vince is one, kind of.
Yeah, you got him when he's not talking about it.
Right. That's the other thing that makes me very, knock on wood, but I'm not that nervous about our lawsuit because I think typically a lawyer would tell him maybe don't go on every day and talk about it and tell him your strategy before the lawsuit.
Yeah, again, and I love that every day everybody gets a lecture in the law, as John calls it, by telling us how stupid we are and how this is a slam dunk case and how lawyers, this is my favorite, lawyers are lining up to represent him for free. So
I imagine, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be a real tough moment in the courtroom when my lawyer is fighting with Tookie's lawyer. They can't get on the same page.
Right.
the drama that will ensue.
It'll be the Michael and Vinny lawyers. I want that guy.
John's like, I got this guy's card at a flea market.
Well, again, the slam dunk case, I'll only speak to mine and Tookie's case,
Right.
because obviously yours is.
You're representing Tookie? Is that how far he's fallen?
I think we're named in the same event.
Okay.
Same instance of the playing of the tapes.
You're like Sonny and Cher. Go ahead.
But he's not even aware because he doubled down on, I think yesterday, that we played the original audio.
Right.
And we were sitting there watching you
Right.
on Reddit play the audio.
Right.
But that's why we are liable. Not Chad. Not Chad, because Chad just played it from Reddit. That's
Well,
all
I
Chad
think my involvement is going underrated here because really I could be the linchpin in taking down Elon Musk because I played the clip from Twitter. So this whole thing could be bigger than we ever imagined.
Well, between that and the real estate bombshell that you dropped, I mean, it's insane. July 17th, I hear, is the
That's
magic
right, yeah,
date.
July 17th. And I will take this opportunity to say now on the 5th different podcast that I've been on that I've
Something
never
you
known
like.
John's financial situation. I don't know that he's planning on selling a house. How the fuck would I know that?
Delete that. Strike it. Well, you never heard that.
I said it in the clip that John played. I say it right before that. John, I don't know anything about your house. But for a week, he's been saying, how can you guys believe him? Why do you believe him? And then people are like, hey, I'd never even said this one. People are like, hey, John, Mike says you're selling your Harley. And he's like, well, this guy is full of lies.
It goes back to like you saying, like, how do you not want to kill him? It's fun for me to just throw, for any of us to just throw something so ridiculous out there, and he falls for it and buys it like we started making jokes that he wears Velcro shoes. A week later, he's holding up his shoes to the camera. Like, if I'm bringing my wife going, look, does she look fat to you? Then I'm John. You understand?
Sure. That's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
Right, right.
Because the only reason I said the Florida house, I was listening to his show, and someone in the chat goes, hey, John, I've heard you're selling your Florida house. I have no insight into this. And John goes, oh, how ridiculous. You think I'm selling my Florida house? I just bought it. So I say in the chat, I've confirmed you're selling your Florida house. Then he wants to bet me $100, and I don't get how he doesn't see this as a joke. I said, John, make it 1,000. Clearly, I was kidding.
Well, that's what got him crazy. He saw the dollar signs, and he's like,
Right.
"Oh, this is the easiest 1,000 I'm ever gonna make."
You're not going to pay me, are you, blind Mike?
Meanwhile, him selling his place would be the best case scenario. If this rumor is correct that he's not allowed there, I mean, my goodness, that's much worse.
Yeah, he threw something out yesterday that I thought was pretty odd. He goes, because the heat is really on now. People are like, I know you're selling this house. We got that July 17th date circled. And he goes, my mother would have to sell it anyways. And I was like, oh, I thought you owned it.
All right, let's go. Oink, oink, female dogs. Let's play in the mud hole. Thank you, Ozen Pig. Thank you for the $2. Ryan from Bucks County. First, John said his mom hurt her hip falling down the steps. Then he said her neck. Interesting. I'm sure she hurt her neck by just whipping around, hearing him scream all day long.
Oh, speaking of this, sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Speaking of his mom falling, have you noticed he's already fallen right back into just throwing his cans? Like when he was in his shithole?
Oh, yeah.
And I think he spit on the floor at one point, too, the other day. Yeah. This is crazy. Like, we watched his first Hypocrisy Police episode on Blunder Years, where we did the Venmo prank, the fake Venmos with Chad. And it's like a faucet. Drool is just pouring out of his mouth. 3 different times he's spitting on her kitchen floor while she sits there and brings him fucking, orange juice to pour in his vodka. It's like crazy.
Telling John to make himself at home is detrimental. That's a risky move.
I say, because somebody's like, she's got to be sick of this. I'm like, it doesn't even have to be blood. Have you ever been around a drunk person when you're not drunk? It's the fucking worst. Imagine them staying at your house like that.
Just barking orders at you all day.
Oh,
You're
my
87.
Because, well, I guess you can't bring it up to me, huh? You're just like, what the fuck?
No, I'm just live. It's fine.
I'm just live talking to John's fuckstick who just sent me $5. Thanks for embarrassing me.
Can you imagine? Even the bit, like, what's the bit? I'm going to make the entire internet think I'm a piece of shit to an 87-year-old. Ah, like, where's the, like, wouldn't the bit be, I got a giant hog, like
listen.
I don't know, something positive about you?
But no, the bit is when his mom clearly walks into frame and he's like, "Hello, Mama. How are you? This
Right.
is my beloved mom." Today he said something, and John says so many things that other people should say about you, but you should never say about yourself. John said, "Me and my mother have one of the most beautiful mother-son relationships in human history."
In human history.
I've done the research.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's something else. B. Warren, Stuttering John is preparing a lawsuit against you all, except any day now. Soon, eventually. Oh, expect it any day now. Soon, eventually. Thanks for a great 5 months. Thank you. Al Capone syphilis. Thank you. Boo Boo Kitty, Cardiff, how real of a Yankee fan is John?
Well, he says he's a real fan. He bought $300 tickets for him and his mom.
Wow.
Got him at
Must
a
be a real
discount.
fan. Must have been.
Yeah, that was fun the other day where he goes, I'm going to a baseball game with my mom. He goes, what do you think of that? And it's like, that doesn't have the burn that you think it does behind that, John.
That sounds like kind of an annoying day, actually.
Yeah. Punishment. I found Shuli when he had less than 2K subs. I first subscribed out of pity, and it's great to see all your success. I'm coming to DabbleCon 2 to prove I'm not Vince the lawyer. I love it. You all should come to DabbleCon 2 to prove you're not Vince.
That chat was $5. That proves you're not Vince.
That is a good point, Frog.
But again,
Tony,
I'm sorry to everybody who wants to assault me.
Yeah.
But the VIP tickets are sold out, and you can only assault me if you have a VIP ticket.
sorry.
Those are the rules.
Maybe you can pay someone who's already got a VIP ticket to assault Cardiff for you, but no more VIPs. Hey guys, hope everyone here had a great 4th. I had to wrangle the wee ones and still tired a bit. Still tired, but was fun. I hope Stuttering John takes a break. Love when you goof on his old stuff and Howard Stern stuff too. TSN for life, FSJ. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for the $10, my friend. Shout out from me and my Navy brothers at our Navy reunion today. Love the show. Shout out to Tall Guy 99 and all our vets here, man.
I never had a desire to go into the middle.
Thank you, John. Rumple Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast. Stuttering John might be making a mistake doxing KB. KB is the only other person in the Dabbleverse who would actually strike channels.
He was doing that today.
Yeah,
Screaming KB's wife's name.
Oh, yeah.
And he put up a chat that doxed where she works and talked about it. Yeah.
Well, and Leo
Like,
Gunn's
why?
job
Like,
too.
I think Kevin Brennan's an asshole, but like, why do that?
Yeah, because he's a bigger asshole.
Piece of shit.
You know?
That'll get him.
There's levels to this asshole game, Mike.
I guess
He's
so.
just on another level. Keith, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Appreciate that.
I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Do you know what that means, Dave?
Yan, keep up the amazing coverage, guys. 100% John is going to rehab, though. 100%. How do you know?
It's a decent theory.
Nordic Born gifted one. Thank you, Nordic.
Behind my paywall.
Shuli, does Cumia know your cat's black? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. This lineup's a perfect setup for a hack joke. A blind guy, a potato, and a Jew walk into a bar. I'll let you professionals think of a punchline.
Danny Bob, thanks for $5 Hyatt.
Thank you.
You save
Dave.
that one for later. I'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll punch it up. Can't get over the Florida house. Think he was trying to hide assets, but market dropped, so now he's stuck at his mom's house. That is another theory that I've heard, that this was all a cookie jar he was stashing the cash in, so nobody else can get to it. Yeah. Flexi, thank you for gifting one, my friend. Appreciate
You
that.
dumb fuck.
What if his name really is Cardiff Electric, hiding in plain sight?
Take that down, Frog.
My God.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. The ethics complaint may actually make Vince the lawyer mad. Well, I mean, who's he mad at? You know what I mean? Like, no one's forcing Vince to do the shit Vince does.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way John actually cost Vince business, right?
Well, no, but
Like,
he made
would they have to
Vince
prove
probably
that?
respond. Like John's gone on the record saying he filed a complaint.
Right.
So Vince has to, again, to keep his, I guess, his lawyer license. I don't know what the fuck it is. He had to respond to it. He had to probably do some work. He probably had to, produce something, go
and then
before
the
a board or
12.5
some
is just a
shit.
joke for his own amusement.
Yeah, this is his revenge.
Yeah.
Why is Stuttering John avoiding saying FBI? That is a great point.
Yeah, I wanted to
Anna.
ask you guys that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the answer.
A certain
Yeah,
organization that starts with an F.
Yeah, he always calls them now a certain organization. And I get the feeling that whoever he was talking to over there told him, we'll get on it, stop talking about it, let us handle it type of thing. That's my theory. But then again, that implies he actually went to the FBI, which I have a hard time believing that as well.
And that they keep calling him every day, and that he'd be allowed to talk about it as long as you say it's an organization that starts with an F.
I can't imagine the FBI has a beat desk. You could just walk into the office and fill out some paperwork. I don't think it works that way. I really don't imagine it's like a local police precinct.
So I did ask a buddy that works for the FBI, and he told me he couldn't check on individual files like this to see like if John in particular filed anything. But he said we get ridiculous complaints like this every single day. Like, just some maniac thinks like, hey, the FBI will help me with this.
Yeah, and you're telling me the FBI is reaching out to John? If that's the case, we're fucked. Like, everybody, we're screwed.
As a country, you mean, not as broadcasters.
Yeah,
all of us.
Yeah, if one agent there is taking this seriously, we're doomed. We're all doomed. If John and God forbid should discover his mother has passed away, would he drag her body to the couch, go live, point at her, and blame the Dabbleverse?
You did this to her.
Weekend at Osis.
What's crazy is you can't even laugh that off and go, "Come on, what are you doing?"
Why would he do that?
Shuli, do you prefer Bent Mensch or Bot Manischewitz? Bot Mensch or Bot Manischewitz? I've always done the Manischewitz thing. John thinks he's playing chess while the rest of us see he's playing whack-a-mole and he's the mole. That is a good one, Stevie. Cardiff's name is Robert Paulson. God damn it, Jay.
Oh, no.
Afternoon, Nogas. Morse is blind now? Oofa. No, that's not Morse. That's a different Mike.
Hello.
Don't worry, John. I will never turn on you. You can't turn on someone if they've never been on your side to begin with. That is a great point, Jay. And again, when he was doing the Leo gun rap today, he's like, just do what they all do. Do what they all do. And it's like, when are you going to realize before you let them in that this is what they all do?
Well, it's also my favorite that he goes like, one day he goes, and Leo Gunn doesn't want any part of this, which I completely understand. And it takes, I don't know, 24, 48 hours for him to be like, you, Leo, are a traitorous fuck that I never want to speak to again.
Wait a minute. We just got this in. Breaking news.
What do we got, Froggy?
I know we've said this before, but just again for the record, federal law is one-party consent. So he's going to the FBI to have these people prosecuted for something that's not a federal crime.
All part of his master plan, Frog. Don't you worry.
But again, he's also getting a New York lawyer to file charges in New York, where it's also a one-party state.
Yes, correct. He could tape that conversation with his lawyer and play it and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm literally on a show when Kirk Minahan started with Barstool. He recorded someone. The guy sued him, and the case was basically laughed at. Like, Kirk won. And I know everyone brings up the Donald Sterling example as well. Like, there's precedent for this. We're fine.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Donald Sterling, he gave permission, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she knew. Yeah, there was a whole thing where she said, "I'm recording you to help you."
Or some right. Okay.
Scary skull, please.
Skull.
There you go, buddy. Thank you, Nordic. Fug, I got $10 that Mike can read super chat better than Bob.
Maybe tied.
Letty Let. Oh, hey, Don. Hey, Frog. The super hackers of the Dabbleverse. That's a fun. That's a fun new thing now. So Frog put up the other day the total of what John made for his show. And the next day, John, there you go. That's what he made today? Frog?
Oh, sorry. Was I muted? Yeah, that's today's.
Okay. So he showed that. And then the next day, John says he's going to have a long conversation with Google because Frog has hacked his YouTube and is getting his
Oh, that's what he was talking about? I didn't know why he thought somebody... He said you hacked his YouTube or something at one point.
Yeah, it was all of us. Each of us
Yeah,
hit a key. Each of us
All
took a key and typed everything in. Well, yeah, it was a whole group effort. That's fun. Isn't it fun when he starts? It's fun to throw something out that he bites on. It's great when he bites on something you didn't even mean for him to bite on, and you're going, all right, now we got this whole avenue we could go down.
Well, remember when I was telling him that he had till the 21st of the month, and that was the day he had to file the lawsuit against Tookie or me or whoever it was, and he turned that into like I was gonna divert his funds from his super chats. I hacked his account.
And he's sitting there screaming about a potato is going to send his funds to an offshore account. It was the dumbest fucking thing you've ever heard.
I want to applaud the chatters too, because I thought for sure by like the first day when he was reacting to the Florida house thing, I thought someone at some point would be like, John, you're a fucking moron. If you listen to him talk about it any other time, he says he's lying about the Florida house. And I appreciate the discipline of everyone. Keep it like, nope, Mike is doubling down. He says you're selling his Harley now too.
Yeah, there used to be a lot more hall monitors that would kind of piss on the parade before. Now I feel like everybody's in on it now, you know? Even the hall monitors are like, wait, this is more fun doing it this way.
Right.
Shout out to the chat. Skull. Thank you, Nordic. Does John's Legal Shield subscription cover when you've been actually sued? It's a great point. You know, I can tell you that when you're actually sued, you actually have to hire a lawyer. You actually stop paying Legal Shield prices. That I can tell you for sure. Hit the like button. What is PA? PAA.
PA podcast, maybe?
Okay. PAA podcast. Shout out. Too much potato today. That's one for the toe. Potato. That's it. Haka.
You can't beat this, Tickle Me Tookie. TOO. There's too much potato.
Robert White. What would be funny is if you guys got a restraining order on John. That would be pretty funny. I'm gonna look into that. What the hell? Why not? Yeah. I'll run up the flagpole. Mike, are you on Cameo? I want you to sing Happy Birthday to someone I hate. Jay Wolfenstein.
Harry!
I haven't. I have a Cameo, but I haven't used it in a long time, so technically no.
Yeah, I don't know why Lila's barking like that. Another thing John gets dodgy, like the Vince the Lawyer suit on, mentioning that he hit his kids. Really? I've never even heard that.
No, neither have I.
Wow. Well, thank you, John's Dr. Zoid.
We know there was mental abuse, that's for sure.
Right. Frog Cardiff docked me. All right, guys, let's take it up.
Don't dock with dogs, please.
Come on.
Why not?
Oh my God.
Rob Saul taught me how.
Now it's another lawsuit you're going to get into. God damn it. Tall guy. Oh my God. Just noticed Blind Mike has Ray Charles in his background.
That's right.
News to him. Mike's like, I do.
And Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
What wise ass decorator.
It was smart for you guys to distance yourself from Mike Morse after the allegations came out. I was shocked too. We all are, Scalzo. Scumbag. Cookout at 7. See you there. W man. Thank you for the $2, W. John calls moms. Ask Stuttering John if he really just wants to talk to all these people. Why doesn't he just send them the link? Of course he said no way.
Right.
Now there's a solid, reasonable question. Potato, Tookie, and Blind Mike to the stand. I hope they have enough cores in the courtroom to get John through the trial. Skull. Thank you, King. 13 months. Tony, I hate how Stuttering John treats his mom. Disgusting. FSJ.
Okay, Shuli, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I don't know if this still exists. I'm assuming it does because there's still a lot of losers in this world. People's Court. Would you be willing all parties involved in this case.
Yeah,
To go on
absolutely.
the people's court with Stuttering John.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God, that would be great.
Absolutely. I'm so bummed Jerry Springer died because he had that court show for a little bit before he
Judge
died.
Jerry? Yeah.
Yeah, and I had friends who worked there, and they would just send me emails periodically going, "Hey man, if you got anything you want to get on," like Buschetti was on,
Oh,
like
that would be so great.
and we would have been on there like that.
Do it.
Elisa Jordana pled guilty to a plea deal today. I would have loved if her and Stuttering John would have worked out. Have a good weekend, boys. Thank you, Florida Sal. All right, update on Elisa.
I hate to bounce early, but I do have
Yeah,
to
no.
run, gentlemen.
Get out of here. We got to keep the show tight today, too. So we're going to finish up these super chats and we're going to get everybody on their way. Mike, plug whatever you want to plug, my friend, please.
Blindmike.net is where you can find all my links. I'll be live on Sunday, breaking down. I have more information on John selling his house July 17th, but there's more where that came from. So if you want more John Florida house information, watch Sunday at 10 a.m. live. And subscribe to my Patreon or become a YouTube member. Blindmike.net. Thank you, boys, for having me.
Anytime. Mike's a pro. Go check out his stuff, man. You won't be disappointed. Does a great
Thank you,
show.
guys.
You
See
got
you,
it, brother. Thanks. Mike, I'm not sure if you realize you have a photo of a black guy behind you. I didn't want to put that up while he was here because I didn't want him to freak out. Can we get on Blunder the next Stuttering John episode after he realized Chad worked him on Venmos? That has to be just as good. Boys, if you can look into that, I like that request.
Of course.
What is this? Oedipus had
Oedipus.
had better mother-son relation. That all right.
I'll explain that to you later, Shuli.
I know the story.
There is a chance they were using the lady razor at the same time. One stroke for the price of two.
Ma, either give me the razor or move from under the water. Pick one. You can't have a boat. Pulp Girl, hope your weekend gets better. Loud skull, please. Give it to him, Froggy. Hit him, Froggy.
Skola!
Hurt.
Skola!
There you go, my friend.
Skola!
I'm definitely going to assault.
Skola!
Tickle me, Tookie. I'm definitely going to assault Potato at DabbleCon 2. He loves it. We'll
dare
see.
you.
We'll see.
Pretty lady.
I can't see John finishing rehab. That's funny. I can't see him starting it. So one of us or both of us will be right. John won't say FBI and Aaron keeps saying third party. All these guys have words they can't say. Do you think John went to the FBI and screamed, "There's a potato, an orange, and a guy in a wrestling mask picking on me"? He's a fucking mental patient. Do I think he did that? Absolutely. If I think he does that to anybody who will listen. Mike, did the wallet hurt when it hit your face? Damn. That's so rude. Buffalo Bill, as portrayed by Stuttering John, would you sue me? I'd sue me. I'd sue me hard. I'd sue me fucking hard. Like that. Mike Morse, horse, number one morsel. He can't keep calling it the FBI because it is a form of intimidation and extortion, especially when demanding that someone takes action in exchange for not pursuing legal action. Interesting. Thank you, number one morsel. Wouldn't it be sweet justice if it turned out that the only reason Stuttering John has no case against you all is because he claims to be a celebrity? That would be awesome.
It's in his opening. It's in his opening statement of the lawsuit.
It's in the opening of his show and the lawsuit. When mom dies, Stuttering John will hide the body and keep collecting the Social Security checks. That's another theory I saw. We would rather have BM try to Bob
Blind
Levy,
Mike.
maybe?
Blind Mike.
Oh, Blind Mike tried to read super chats than the two illiterate comedians this morning. Nothing says comedy like sounding out the punchlines. Dan Tanner. Hey, Mike, it's Boogie. Thank you. Stuttering John is the modern day Don Quixote, like Quixote attacking windmills thinking they are dragons, etc. John travels the country attacking, cursing at empty buildings. Broadway awaits. Skol! Thank you, Attila. Mike is on Cameo. Love the shows all. Cameo Blind Mike. Hit him up. It's Whitney, bitch. California law will get involved in Stuttering John's situation if any party has a residential address in California at the time the offense took place. John's FBI references are about as legitimate as the investigation when Vince McMahon's limo blew up at the WWE show. Both were back the following week. Julie, you better apologize for leaving us with Bob and Zen on BS today. I apologize. I'm sorry. Did you hear John's cicada bit today where he called it a
Cicada or something?
Oh,
the cicadas are like. Oh no, he had a bunch of words he couldn't pronounce today.
I can't wait to watch the package tonight when he's doing that whole breaking news thing. I watched a little bit of it, and he kept coughing and he couldn't breathe, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't bail. He just kept forcing it out.
I want everybody to mark those words for Shuli tonight when that bit drags on. So he does that for so long. I want you to remember that you were looking forward to it.
Careful what you wish for. Just to let you know, Shuli, Stuttering John invited me to spar at Cuomo's gym. If I find him there, trust me, he's yelling at houses tour will be over. Joe's in the area, man. Joe's a solid motherfucker too. I met Joe. He don't fuck around. He's old school.
Yeah, that was one thing. He had that guy. He wanted to get that guy to come in on the 4th to train him.
It's insane.
Like without any fucking.
Well, also
thought.
he hasn't trained like these guys train. Okay, it's not just boxing training anymore. This is full body, training, wrestling, striking, all this stuff, right? And John's sitting there going, I hit the heavy bag for like 20 minutes to these guys that are flipping truck tires, bashing them with sledgehammers, running with weights on them.
You don't have the eye of the tiger.
he goes, we're going to need to see you sprint for 5 minutes straight. He goes, no problem. No problem. The guy
walking up the stairs.
Yeah, the guy walks back from washing dishes, which I imagine are 2 plates, maybe tops, and he's exhausted. It's amazing. I can't wait. And he says he's going to be broadcasting from there. So I look forward to it. And Luke seems like a really nice guy, so I hope he doesn't fucking cause any fucking drama for that guy. Hey, we thank you guys for joining us today on Point DabblePoint. We got to keep it tight today. We will be back tonight with a Rico. So if you want to join us, come on down. Hit like on your way out. 1,500 plus in here. Thank you. Cardiff, patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. Go subscribe. Loved your song.
Thank you.
Dead Beat It.
Dead Beat It.
Phenomenal.
That one wrote itself. That literally wrote itself. That was the easiest thing I've ever written in my life.
You know what? Now I got it. Now I talked about it. I can't not play it. I mean, for those of you who may have not seen this genius, this man there's a reason. There's a reason why he's the winner of Lifetime Dabby Award.
And if you were subscribed to my Patreon or a member of my YouTube channel, you would have got it days before everyone else. You would have been laughing your asses off days before the rest of the world. So
you guys would have been cool. You could have been cool. All right, let's watch this, and then we'll get you guys out of here.
They told you, don't you ever come around here. You're a constant disappointment, drinking too much beers. The hunger's in their eyes as their dad is in arrears. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. A millionaire cashing in his Coors cans. It's time to grow up, time to be a man. His toilet paper's rough, now there's blood on your hands. Dead beat it. Now your kids are so mad. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. All lawsuits will be defeated. Your underwear's funky, your girdle's on tight. Oscar or Lily, Greta or Knight. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. They're out to get you, better run while you can. The state of California always gets their man. You moved your whole life, didn't even need a van. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. You ran to mommy cause your assets are shared. You're ruining her life and that's not fair. You're living in her house till she falls down the stairs. Dead beat it. Now your mom is so mad. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. All lawsuits will be defeated. Your underwear's funky, your girdle's on tight. Oscar or Lily, Greta or Knight, dead beat it. Dead beat it. All lawsuits will be defeated. Your underwear's funky, your girdle's on tight. Oscar or Lily, Greta or Knight, dead beat it. Dead beat it. Dead beat it. See that guy over there? Dead beat it, beat it. Howard Stern show. Really? Dead beat it, beat it. You're a deadbeat, John. And the Tonight Show. You're a loser, John. You offer nothing. You provide nothing. You're worth nothing. You're a parasite. Succubus. Garbage person. Listen to this solo and cry. Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog.
He gets all this shit at the end of this. He's such an asshole with this. I love it. The brilliant Cardiff Electric. Go subscribe to his Patreon. The man's always been putting out killer content. He's definitely an OG in this world. And we
saving for DabbleCon.
Oh, I was just gonna say, come hang with all of us at DabbleCon, August 16th, 17th. That's where I first met Cardiff and fell in love. And we've been bros ever since, man. So we love you guys. We'll see you later tonight. Thank you, Cardiff. Go subscribe. Bye, everybody. Thank you to boys in the back. We'll see you.